I've made this recording specifically to help you overcome any anxiety, to let go of any stress, and to free yourself from any irrational thoughts or doubts or fears that you may have. To start with, I'd like to give you an explanation of how this will work, maybe why you've been feeling the anxiety you've been feeling, and why you should let it go. I'm going to start by saying something that seems a bit strange, but I want you to listen to what I'm saying, understand why I'm saying it. And what I'm going to say is this: nothing is real. And what I mean by that is that when we think about our past, things we've done, things we should have done, things we could have done, it's not exactly how it was. Because when we think about an event in the past, that event will be skewed by the emotion that was attached to it at the time. Whether it was good emotion or bad emotion will affect that memory accordingly. So when we think about our past, it's not real because our memory is not 100%. Our future hasn't happened yet and can only be imagined. So that's not real. So the only thing that's actually real is right here in this moment. And by the time I've said that, that moment's already gone. So that understanding that what we're feeling anxious about, what we're worrying about in the future, things that might happen, things that could happen, it's just our imagination at this point in time. And we have to believe that we have control over our imagination. That it's a habitual way of thinking, and we worry about things throughout our life, things that are going to happen in the future or may happen in the future. We do it so often that we forget it's just our imagination. So before we even get into the hypnosis part of this audio session, I want you to think about that and recognise when out in the future you might start to worry, or you might start to doubt, or you might start to feel anxious. You have to remind yourself that it's just your imagination. And you may as well imagine the best outcome, because either way, it's not real. So, what I'd like you to do when you're ready to let go of the anxiety you've been feeling, when you're ready to free yourself from every irrational thought or fear that's been holding you back. When you're ready to do that, I want you to find a place where you can sit or lie comfortably, undisturbed for a while, to just listen to my voice. So if you can't do that now, switch this recording off and come back to it when you are free to take that time for yourself. I'm assuming now that you've found that time and you're ready to go into a wonderful, deep, hypnotic state where you can make the adjustments at an unconscious level to change that habitual negative thinking that will allow you total freedom from the irrational fear and the anxiety you've been feeling. So what I'd like you to do is this. Place your feet separately. Make sure your arms are separate and that your hands are not together or crossed. And when you've done that, and you're sitting comfortably or lying comfortably, and you're ready to go into a wonderful, deep, relaxed trance state, I'd like you to take a deep breath in now. As you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close, but only as quickly as you're ready to free yourself from those irrational thoughts and fears. And let your body relax. For a moment, just focus on your breathing. Imagine you're breathing in calm, breathing out tension. You're breathing in calm and breathing out doubt. And focus on your body. If you can sense any tension anywhere, let it go. Start with the very top of your head. Allow your scalp to relax. Allow those tiny little muscles around your eyes relax. Imagine that's happening automatically as I speak. Imagine your eyelids, your eyes are relaxing so completely they just won't work for a while. Let that feeling of relaxation spread down into your jaw. Let your tongue relax in your mouth. Let your throat relax, your neck relax now. Let that feeling spread down into your shoulders. Imagine you're having your shoulders massaged and all the stress just melting away from the muscles in your shoulders. Allow that feeling to spread down into your arms, your biceps, triceps, your forearms, your wrists, hands and fingers. Let your arms relax completely. As you do that, you may become aware of certain sensations. You may even become aware of your pulse or your heart beating as you relax even more the muscles in your back, stomach and chest. Once again, just focus on your breathing. Imagine you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out tension. You're breathing in calm and you're breathing out doubt. Let that calm feeling spread down into your stomach, your hips, your legs, calves, ankles, feet and toes. Let every muscle relax now. Just like a handful of rubber bands thrown on that chair. Loose and relaxed. Nothing bothers you, nothing affects you, nothing disturbs you. Just for a while, nobody wants anything, no one expects anything, and there is nothing for you to do but to relax. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax now. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sounds outside the room, the comfort of the chair, the sound of my voice, the sensations in arms and legs, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Think of the people you love, people who love you. See those faces, feel that love right now. And as you feel that love, as you see that smile, every irrational thought, every negative thought, every ounce of doubt, fear starts to dissipate from your body. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. The alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way. Drifting down toward a place of quietness. A place of peaceful inner awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals that directs awareness down toward it, into it. More and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier, simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way. A drifting down. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Even the effort it takes to be aware of which legs seem to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. A drifting down. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Every word I say is going to take you even deeper into the most wonderful, profound, deep, relaxed, blissful state. Everything I say becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation, becomes your reality. And so as you drift even deeper, as my voice drifts with you to become a part of your experience now, you can use your unconscious mind as a resource you can learn from and really have an experience, one that's satisfactory to you. And all that's needed to build a good rapport with the unconscious is to have a line of communication. Sometimes the unconscious communicates by movement. It may be that your eyes start to flicker, or a muscle twitches involuntarily. You may feel your temperature changing. You may feel warmer or colder. It may be that a finger twitches, or a hand becomes lighter and lighter. Only the unconscious mind knows which it will use as a yes and no signal. Because the unconscious mind knows more about you than anyone else. So as you drift deeply into that trance, even deeper than before, I'd like to ask that part of you that is responsible for that protective behaviour, that part that's been reminding you of everything that could possibly go wrong. I'd like to ask that part to take control of those signals. And when it's ready to make those changes for you, I want it to allow you to know by allowing one of those honest, unconscious movements to occur. I don't know, it would be your eyes that flicker, a muscle that twitches, a hand that will feel lighter, a finger that moves, but you'll know. And as that movement continues, the mind automatically moves toward those thoughts and ideas and images that clarify most clearly for you the very things you know and do that seem to get in your way. Awareness migrates toward things that need attention the same way animals migrate without thinking or trying. They just seem to know when to go, where to go, what to do to take care of themselves. And in a voice, in an awareness that moves the birds, the butterflies, herds of animals from place to place, that makes them restless, something not right, that draws their attention toward that uncomfortable feeling and sets them in motion, moving toward a place, perhaps the ocean, and in a space of quiet comfort, of effortless relaxation and letting go. And they move hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, taking care of themselves, taking care of their young. No one really knows how it feels to be a dolphin, or an eagle, or a lioness, a butterfly, that suddenly knows the time is right for a change, suddenly knows the exact change needed. But you can relax, imagine how it might feel to gradually, suddenly recognise that feeling, that something needs to change, it needs to change now. And to know without knowing what needs to be done, to be told without hearing by that inner voice, that inner feeling to do this now. And to have actions flow from those feelings, responding effortlessly, automatically to that inner voice, that inner sound that tells us what to do and when and how to do it. To be born with that knowledge, trust that feeling. To be so comfortably aware of yourself that everything becomes easier. Now I'd like to ask that part that runs that protective behaviour to go to the creative part of your mind, the part that dreams and has ideas and makes plans, and allow that wonderful creative mind to run, flow and work and come up with lots of new choices, ways of keeping you safe, well and protected, but at the same time allowing you the freedom from the irrational fear, the anxiety, the stress you are feeling. Allow you the natural concerns that everyone should have so you can be well, so you can be safe. But allow you total freedom from the irrational fears and anxiety you are feeling. I'd like to reassure that part it doesn't have to take any of the new choices. It doesn't have to give up the irrational fear. It simply has to go in, get lots of new choices. And each time it identifies a new choice, a new way that it believes will keep you safe, well and protected, but at the same time allowing you total freedom from the irrational fear, anxiety and dread, I'd like it to allow you to know, by allowing that movement to occur with honest unconscious movements, so that you understand. So I'd like to ask that part to go ahead and do that now. And as that part searches, see yourself out there living your life the way you want to live it. Achieving the things you want to achieve. Fit and well. Having the life you want. Notice the way you move, the way you breathe. Go and step into that body and feel what it feels like to be free. That feeling of freedom, that feeling of achievement. And look back to now and notice all the things you did along the way that led you to that goal. And so as you drift deeper, deeper, deeper down, as that part searches, now I'd like to ask that part that runs that protective behaviour to pick one of the new choices, the one that it believes will keep you safe, well and protected, but at the same time allowing you total freedom from the irrational fear, anxiety and dread you've been feeling. And when it's made that choice, I want it to allow you to know, by allowing that unconscious signal to occur. Now I'd like to ask that part to take this new choice and integrate it into your life, so you can have that freedom from the irrational fears and doubts. When it's done that and integrated it into your life, made the changes at a molecular level, I'd like it to allow that signal to occur again so that you understand that it's done that for you. That's right, even as you go deeper, deeper down, as that signal occurs, I'd like to thank that part that runs that protective behaviour for making those changes now. And from today, no matter how hard you try, you will never experience those irrational fears and anxieties again. The harder you try and remember what it felt like to be afraid or anxious, the further away those anxieties and fears go. From today, no matter how hard you try, you will never experience that irrational fear and anxiety again. And the harder you try and remember what it felt like, the further away it'll go. And I know you'll enjoy being happily unconcerned, unable to remember to be afraid. Because now you're going to enter every situation knowing you're protected. Go with your unconscious as often as you need to know that you're free. Go out into the future. See yourself living that life you want, free of the past, free of every irrational thought. It's easy to forget. We put our keys down sometimes, we forget where we've put them. It's easy to forget. And you will forget to remember to be afraid. And I don't know, it'll be an hour from now or a week from now, 20 years from now, when you suddenly realise You've been thinking about something else entirely. And every irrational thought and fear disappeared as you listened to the sound of my voice. So as you drift deeper, deeper, deeper down now, as my voice drifts with you, those changes take place completely. Because in a while I'm going to count from 1 to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation. On 8, your eyes will open. You'll feel incredible, like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. And on 10, that feeling of freedom, that fearlessness, will grow stronger day by day. As you set about your life, free of every ounce of anxiety and stress, free of every irrational thought and fear. And from today, if you ever doubt yourself again, you'll remember it's just your imagination. And as you hear those words, it's just your imagination, every ounce of doubt, every irrational thought will be swept from your mind, replaced by a feeling of freedom. So as I count from 1 to 10, on 8 your eyes will open, you will feel incredible. And on 10, that wonderful feeling of freedom will grow stronger day by day. And any time you want to, you can come back to this audio and relax. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve the things you want to achieve in your life and do it freely, fearlessly. 3, a feeling of freedom from every irrational thought. 4, feel the force of that freedom now through every cell, every fibre of your body. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely wonderful. 9, 10. So enjoy that freedom. I don't know, it would be an hour from now or a week from now when you suddenly realise you've been thinking about something else entirely. And every doubt, every ounce of anxiety disappeared right here, right now. So I hope you enjoyed the experience. I wish you all the best in your life. Enjoy. Be happy.